Hello and welcome to my latest pop music quiz. As usual, I've got 20 questions for you, and each of those questions has 2 songs in it, and all you have to do is identify what the word is that links the 2 songs. So as usual, I'll give you a bit of an example first. So here's your sample question, just to give you an idea of how it works.
Write it all out like a bird in the sky whiz. Write it all out like you were a bird.
So those are the 2 songs in your sample question, just to give you an idea of how the whole thing works. Basically, first of all, we had the White Stripes with Seven Nation Army, and then we had T-Rex with Ride a White Swan. So what you'd be looking for is the word that links the 2 songs. In this case, it's white, because you've got Ride a White Swan from T-Rex, and you've got the White Stripes with Seven Nation Army. So that's basically how every question works. 2 songs in each one, there's one word that links them both. You just need to tell me what that word is. So here you go. Let's get on with question number 1. And the first one here, the first song is from 2001, and the second one's from 1976. So what's the word that links them? Question number 2 features 2 songs from 2008 and then from 1982. What word links them?
Don't make me go, don't make me go.
If you wanna squeal, said the FBI, we can make a deal, make it worth your while. So we told it all, and in return he got a credit card and a Thunderbird and the maximum security, even after plastic surgery. So go on and squeal, said the FBI, we can make a deal, make it worth your while. There's a gentleman that's going right.
On to question number 3. The first one here is from 1981 and the second one's from 1968. What word do they have in common?
You may find yourself living in a shotgun shack. Oh, someone warm like you would make my dream come true. Yeah.
On to question number 4. The first song here is from 1980 and the second one's from 1973. What word do they have in common?
Hans plays with Lottie, Lottie plays with Jane, Jane plays with Willie, Willie is happy again. Love is the answer, and you know that for sure.
On to question number 5. The first song here is from 2011 and the second one's from 1975. What word links them?
Bounce. 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 I can't believe it every day and every night. Bounce. It's getting better with you out of my life.
The time is right, you hold me tight, and love's got me high.
Question number 6. The first song here is from 1978 and the second one's from 1998. So what word do they have in common?
Well, I've seen you before on that discotheque floor. You were driving me out of my mind.
Wake up, kids, we got the dreamer's disease.
Question number 7. The first song here is from 1964 and the second one's from 1975. What word links them?
I feel the room sway for the band playing one of your old favorite songs from way back when.
Your beauty is beyond compare, with flaming locks of auburn hair, with ivory skin and eyes of emerald green.
Question number 8. The first song here is from 1970 and the second one's from 2008. What word do they have in common?
Can turn the gray sky blue. I can make it rain whenever I want it to.
Policeman said, son, you can't stay here. He said, someone I'm waiting for, if it's a day, a month, a year.
On to question number 9. The first song here is from 1977 and the second one's from 2005. What word links them?
White dress when you out, all hers to look in your eyes.
On to question number 10. The first song here is from 2019 and the second one's from 1964. What word do they have in common?
I know I should be ordering takeout, sitting on my couch. That's what you do.
First there are kisses, then there are sighs, and then before you know where you are.
On to question number 11. The first song here is from 1998 and the second one's from 1981. What word links them?
Love, love is a verb. Love is a doing word. Feel of someone brave.
All rights are the same. All rights are the same. They can have it, you can have it, I can have it too.
Question 12. The first song here is from 1966 and the second one's from 1981. What word do they have in common?
One can have a dream, baby.
Two can make that dream so real.
I see the crystal raindrops fall, and the beauty of it all is when the sun comes shining through.
Question number 13. The first song here is from 1971 and the second one's from 2011. What word do they have in common?
I'd like to build the world a home and furnish it with love.
I hate to turn up out of the blue uninvited, but I couldn't stay away, I couldn't fight it. I had hoped you'd see my face and that you'd be reminded that for me it isn't over.
On to question number 14. The first song here is from 2009 and the second one's from 1974. What word links them?
I'll get him hard, show him what I got.
Question 15. The first song's from 1995 and the second one's from 1978. What word do they have in common?
Too many broken hearts have fallen in the river. Too many lonely stars have
On to question 16. The first song here is from 2003 and the second one's from 1974. What word links them?
1, 2, 3, My baby don't mess around because she loves me so, and this I know for sure. Standing on the corner in my new blue jeans, dream about the girl in my limousine. Everybody's talking about the world's greatest rock and roll band.
Question number 17. The first song here is from 1989 and the second one's from 2009. What word do they have in common?
She calls out to the man on the street, "Sir, can you help me?"
Slow-mo, when the tempo slows up and creates that new. He seems alive though he is feeling blue. The sun is shining, man, he's super cool.
So on to the two songs for question 18. First one's from 1988, the second one's from 1968. What word do they have in common?
Love is a razor and I walk the line on that silver blade. Slapping the dust with his darker eyes, red with a short turn of innocence.
When I look up to the sky, I see your eyes, a funny kind of yellow.
Question number 19. The first song here is from 2007 and the second one's from 1963. What word do they have in common?
When times get tough,
They get tough, they get tough, they get tough.
trade all your heroes in for ghosts, in for ghosts, in for ghosts.
At the end of the storm, there's a golden sky.
And your final question for this week, question number 20. The first song is from 2008 and the second one's from 1972. What word links them?
I guess I just lost my husband, I don't know where he went.
Now I know I was lost till I met you. When I met you, love told me what to do.
So there you go, that's all 20 questions for this week. As usual, you can go back and listen to them again if you think you need to. Otherwise, I'll take a brief pause and I'll be back with the answers. So go back now if you need to, and I'll be back with the answers shortly. Alright, welcome back. So let's get on with the answers. So on to question number 1 first. And the first one there was Why Does It Always Rain on Me by Travis. And that was followed by Rain by Status Quo. So the answer to question number 1 was Rain. On to question number 2. Well, the first one in question number 2 was This Is an Emergency by the Pigeon Detectives. And that was followed by Stool Pigeon by Kid Creole and the Coconuts. So the answer for question 2 was Pigeon. Question 3. Well, the first one for question 3 was Once in a Lifetime by Talking Heads, and that was followed by For Once in My Life by Stevie Wonder. So the answer for question 3 was Once. Question 4. Well, the first one was one of my favourite tracks, and that's Games Without Frontiers by Peter Gabriel, and that was followed by Mind Games by John Lennon. So the answer to question 4 was Games. Question number 5. The first song in question 5, that was Bounce by Calvin Harris featuring Kellis, and that was followed by Love Won't Let Me Wait by Major Harris. So the answer to question number 5 was Harris. On to question 6. Well, the answer for question 6, first song there was If You Can't Give Me Love by Suzi Quatro, and that was followed by You Get What You Give by the New Radicals. So the answer to question number 6 was give. Question 7. Well, the first song in question 7 was Hello Dolly by Frankie Vaughan, and that was followed by Jolene by Dolly Parton. So the answer for question 7 was Dolly. Question 8. First song in question 8 was I Can't Get Next to You by The Temptations, and that was followed by The Man Who Can't Be Moved by The Script. So the answer for question 8 was can't. On to question 9. Well, the first song in question 9 was actually an instrumental rather than a song, and it was Magic Fly by Space, and that was followed by Love Me Like You by The Magic Numbers. So the answer for question 9 was Magic. The answer to question 10. Well, the first song there was Don't Feel Like Crying by Sigrid, and that was followed by The Crying Game by Dave Berry. So the answer for question number 10 was Crying. Question number 11. Well, the answer for question 11, the first song was Teardrop by Massive Attack, and that was followed by Reward by The Teardrop Explodes. So the answer for question 11 was Teardrop. Question number 12. Well, the first song there was a classic Motown track, and it was It Takes Two by Marvin Gaye and Kim Weston, and that was followed by Just the Two of Us by Bill Withers. So the answer for question 12 was 2. Question 13. Well, the first song in question 13, that was I'd Like to Teach the World to Sing by the New Seekers, and that was followed by Someone Like You by Adele. So the answer for question 13 was Like. On to number 14, and the first song there was Poker Face by Lady Gaga, and that was followed by Born with a Smile on My Face by Stephanie D. Sykes and Rain. So the answer for question number 14 was Face. Question 15. The first song in question 15 was Great Things by Echo Belly, and that was followed by The Things We Do for Love by 10cc. So the answer for question 15 was Things. Question 16. First song in question 16 was Hey Ya by Outkast, and that was followed by Hey Rock and Roll by Shawaddy Waddy. So the answer for question 16 was Hey. Question 17. First one for question 17 was Another Day in Paradise by Phil Collins, and that was followed by Day and Night by Kid Cudi vs Crookers. So the answer for question 17 was Day. Question number 18. Well, the first song for question 18 was The Evil That Men Do by Iron Maiden, and that was followed by Pictures of Matchstick Men by Status Quo. So the answer you were looking for was Men. Question number 19. Well, the first song in question 19 was Your Love Alone Is Not Enough by the Manic Street Preachers featuring Nina Persson, and that was followed by You'll Never Walk Alone by Jerry and the Pacemakers. So the answer for question 19 was Alone. And finally, question 20. First song in question 20 was So What by Pink, and that was followed by Come What May by Vicky Leandros. So the answer to question 20 was What. So there you go. That's all 20 answers for this week. Hope you did well on that one. Look out for the next one. I'll be doing another one next week. And in the meantime, stay safe.